1.24 ERA this year.
How about the defense behind him? Brought to you by your Tri-State Chevy dealers. Dominguez, Grisham, and Bellinger left to right in the outfield. Infield, third to first, it's McMahon. Volpe, Chisholm, and Goldschmidt. Austin Wells behind the plate. Ben Rice gets to start at DH. And Max Fried is on the mound. All right, it's time for the keys to the game, brought to you by your local Kia dealers.
Well, for both starting pitchers and offenses, count leverage is big. Max Fried getting ahead in the count, and then Joe Boyle on the other side has had some command issues in the minor leagues. Max's pickoff move should shut down the running game, and extra. I'm looking for some extra base hits for the Yankees. Just 6 singles last night.
All right, let's do it here in the Bronx. First pitch is a strike. We're underway. Chris Guccione, the home plate umpire. David Rackley at first. Chad Whitson at second. Edwin Moscoso is over at third. Skied the other way and out of play. Game time weather presented by Bigelow, the official hot tea of the Yankees. It's 92, feels like 1,001 degrees. No chance of rain. Humidity's not helping, and there's not much wind. Little caption on that previous picture, this weather is for the birds.
Yeah, we're in their habitat, so they're entitled.
I always get nervous. They're like camped out in short center field. You get a line drive there, one of them is going to get hit. I like their strut. I've always liked their strut.
Why does Randy Johnson come up in my mind all of a sudden when you start talking about birds and getting hit?
And Dave Winfield.
Yes.
1-2. Ground ball, a base hit through the right side. Well, let's see what the home plate umpire is all about. Chris Guccione is the crew chief, 26 seasons in bigs. He's hitter friendly, calls fewer high strikes and fewer outside strikes.
Birds of a feather. This whole crew's hitter friendly.
Here is Jonathan Aranda. And a strike. One.
Quietly, Jonathan Aranda is one of their best offensive players. Saw those numbers, the 11 home runs, 314 batting average, 22 doubles to go with it. He's already accumulated 3.1 WAR on his ranking this year for the Rays.
Ground ball up the middle. Volpe, a bad flip to Chisholm, and everybody's safe. And he's hearing it from the crowd. That's got to be an error.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's there in plenty of time, fields it well. He's got a decision there to make. Split second. Do I try to cut down the runner there? Had plenty of time to do it, just made the bad flip. Also had to play at first as a backup.
So first and second, nobody out.
I think he had more time than he thought he had. He certainly could have set up and tried to make a better flip.
And that is an E6, fielder's choice E6. Caminero takes low, 1-0. That's Volpe's 14th error of the year. Volpe was very circumspect. He was asked, how do you feel about your manager defending you as much as he does? He said, it really means the world to me. He said, and then he got quiet. He said, I really wish I was playing better so he didn't have to. 1-2 on Caminero.
A couple different ways to look at it. When I was pitching in this situation, you're Max Fried. You really want to pick up Anthony Volpe right here, even though on the flip side, you're costing your starting pitcher more pitches here in the first inning, making him work that much harder. So it kind of goes back and forth. I really felt that responsibility as a pitcher to really pick up your infielder behind you.
2-2 on Caminero.
That's how you build good team chemistry. You know, you wonder, how do you quantify chemistry? Is it overrated? Well, this is how you do it right here. You make him feel better by getting out of this inning without any damage.
High fly ball left field. Dominguez back on the run on the track, makes the play. Tagging is Diaz. He'll go to third, and tagging Aranda will go to second.
Dominguez had to cover a lot of ground. Went over there and made the play, but both runners advance. See how the Yankees played on the infield here. Second, third, and one out.
And they're playing back all around for Christopher Morel. You can strike out Morel, 32.5% strikeout rate, third highest in the American League. Two and 0. Foul back, 2-1.
A big swing. Fried just cut that fastball enough that Morel couldn't square it up.
Second and third, one man out. Infield back. The 2-1 to Morel. 2-2.
See DeLuca on deck.
And he got the strikeout.
A subtle little nuance of Max Fried's repertoire, as you see there. A couple of cutters at 93, 94, then I'm going to add and go with the four-seamer up at 97. That little nuance really plays big, especially up and out of the zone. Going for the strikeout and getting it.
Here's Johnny DeLuca, made a nice play for the final out in the ninth inning yesterday. Check out the Allstate Good Hands. And here's that play, last one of the game. He had pinch hit an inning earlier for Simpson, took over in center, and you really have to wonder if Simpson makes that play.
Valid question. DeLuca gets rewarded. He's in there again tonight in a big spot here early. Situation where you pitch the first inning like the ninth, and then if you're in the stands, well, yeah, give me that.
Strike.
As a starting pitcher, you like to ease your way into the game, you know, have a nice easy first inning. Right here, boy, this is like the ninth for Max Fried. Can't give in.
That one is ripped into right center field. It is going to be a base hit, splits the outfielders and goes to the wall. Two runners scored. DeLuca is going for three. And he is going to make it. It's a 2-run triple for Johnny DeLuca, and it's 2-0 Rays.
Yeah, a killer. Goes with the sinker down and away. You see this kind of that one-seam sinker. And give DeLuca credit. He goes out and covers it and drills it in the gap the other way. Backbreaker with 2 outs.
Well, both of those runs are unearned, but they count on the scoreboard. He's thinking triple all the way.
Yeah.
Well, one thing, David, the margin of error is so small for the Yankees right now. They can't play sloppy baseball like this. They can't make those mistakes in the field. They've got to hold the team down. You got to give them 27 outs, not 28. It's going to bite you, and it has. It did in that Toronto series.
Especially now that DeLuca hits the triple with 2 outs.
And Lowe swings and misses. 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 big error, and 1 man left. Rays 2 and the Yankees coming to bat. Brought to you by Stop and Shop. Grisham, Rice, and Goldschmidt at the top of the order. Bellinger, Chisholm, and Dominguez in the middle. McMahon, Volpe, and Austin Wells. The bottom third, Max Fried against the Rays.
Going to face young Joe Boyle on the season. You can see just a limited amount of duty. Getting a chance on the rotation now. He's got a lot of potential. And the Nissan pitcher scouting report for Joe Boyle. Towering power arm, 6'8". 250, and he averages 98 on his fastball. Has had command issues in his minor league career. Walked 6.6 per 9 innings throughout 5 minor league seasons. And what you see is what you get. It's a fastball, slider, and a split finger.
Brandon Lau said it's like looking at a guy throwing wiffle balls, but for some reason it's moving at 100. Umpire timeout. And the pitch to Grisham. Up and away, just 99 miles an hour. So he's replacing Taj Bradley in the rotation. Bradley was sent to AAA last Wednesday. Had a 4.61 ERA. Boyle's been really good in long relief. 1.42 ERA in 19 innings. This is his second start of the season. Reno. AAA Durham this year, 1.85 ERA. and the International League Pitcher of the Month for June. And 4 balls out of the strike zone. Grisham works a walk. Take a look at the defense, brought to you by your Tri-State Chevy dealers. And the guy you have to look at is one of the best defensive shortstops you'll ever see. And that's not hyperbole, it's Taylor Walls. 19 defensive runs saved. Tops in baseball at any position. 19.
We saw it last night. His glove has impacted the game.
Ben Rice takes outside, so 5 pitches out of the zone. High fly ball center field. DeLuca is there, and Grisham heads back to first. Well, let's check out FanDuel's live same game parlay. Will McMahon get a hit? Grisham, will he get an RBI? Fried, 6 or more strikeouts. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. And a strike from Boyle. One and one. Two nothing Rays, bottom of the first inning. First game of a doubleheader, Toronto lost to Baltimore. In the second game, bottom of the third inning, Toronto leads Baltimore 1-0. Three and one.
Saw where Toronto released our old friend Chad Green today, right?
Yep. And they picked up Sir Anthony Dominguez. So he just had a crossover from the home dugout to the visitors dugout. 100 miles an hour, 3-2. One on, one out. Popped up on the right side. Caballero makes the play. 2 down. Hey, suit up the season at MLBshop.com. Check out the largest selection of authentic jerseys, caps, hoodies, t-shirts, and more. Visit MLBshop.com for your Yankees gear in today's special offer. There's Cody Bellinger. Bellinger with a .507 slugging percentage, 7th in the American League, and doesn't strike out a lot. 13.5% rate, and that's 10th lowest in the American League. Well, he's done everything the Yankees could hope when they picked him up.
Yeah, just a baseball player, right? That's one of the best things you can give it. You know, when you're in the clubhouse, the guy's a ball player. It's a great compliment.
Grisham still at first, held by Diaz. Two and one. Popped up on the left side. Caminero will make the catch, and that'll do it. So he pitches around the leadoff walk. We played one. It's 2-0 Tampa Bay. Yankees baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by Delta, the official airline of the New York Yankees. Delta, keep climbing. Yeah, it's that sort of night. 2-0, the Rays lead as we go to the second inning. And it'll be the bottom third of the order against Max Fried. Caballero, Cortez, and Walls. 1-0. You want to keep Caballero off the bases. He has 33 stolen bases. That leads the American League. And since June, he's been kept off the bases. 36 games since June began, hitting 189. But you can move him all around. He started at short, second, third, and all three outfield spots this year.
What's the old baseball saying? You can't steal first. You got to get on.
And a strike.
Well, I think in the Savannah Bananas, they do have a rule that lets you steal first base on wild pitches.
Now, I could see you strutting out there for them when they're playing at Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a big fan of the Savannah Bananas.
Hammered, left field, and foul.
Fan participation in the ninth inning. If a fan catches a foul ball, you're out. two hour minimum, 2 hours. The game's go into a swing off no matter what.
Late timeout there by Caballero. Hammered left field, right down the line, and that is foul. Remember the famous video we have of Garrett Cole walking off the mound wagging his finger? It was Caballero that was at the plate because he ticks off opposing pitchers by figuring out the pitch timer. He doesn't look at them until right at the 8-second mark. Started a benches clearing argument with the Astros, had a back and forth with Cole about that a couple of years ago. And he works a walk.
Ooh. Man, Max Fried not happy with that. We talked about David Rackley behind home plate being a hitter's umpire. There is proof positive right there. Or Guccione, rather.
Chris, that looked like it was a strike according to the box.
Yeah, he thought so too. I'm sorry, Chris Guccione back there.
So here's newly acquired Nick Fortes. Got him from the Marlins. They traded Danny Jansen yesterday. And now Guccione is hearing it from the Yankee dugout, and he's telling him, okay, enough.
Somebody, stop it.
All right, that's enough. We get it. You know, umpires are human too. I get it. They don't want to be squawked at, but there is a certain level where umpires are supposed to be cold, not hot. The players run hot. The players are emotionally invested in the game. The umpires are not. You're supposed to run cold. You're supposed to control the game. Certainly, I know they're human. Everybody's got their point, but you know, sometimes they react as well.
Well, that great move of Fried, keeping Caballero close. You know, I asked Boone the other day, I said, does Fried decide with the leg up in the air when he's going over? He goes, absolutely. He said he can read it. He can hang it up there. He said other guys you call when he's going to throw over. He said it's him. Looped to the shortstop Volpe. And he dropped the ball on purpose and then throws the second. And the second base umpire, Whitson, said no, he's out.
Good try. Trying to get Caballero off the bases if he can, but not going to work this time. If I were a left-handed pitcher, I'd do it just like Fried. I'd have practiced on that move every day.
What a weapon.
Yes, absolutely. Andy Pettit had a great move as well, but I would do it just like Fried does it. Just hang and watch. Go ahead if you want. Just like that.
Caballero does not seem as if he's getting a good read. One and two on Walls. This will be the 40th pitch. 2-2.
Just hasn't quite been as sharp. Obviously, the error in the first inning forced him to throw more pitches. 2-out triple gave him the 2 runs. He's really had to work. Just not quite as sharp with all of his pitches. And that's Max Fried's style. He's a kitchen sink guy. A lot of nuance to his repertoire.
Chop to Volpe. There's one. And the throw not in time back to first. So they erase Caballero.
Yeah, just hit too softly to turn 2. Walls runs too well. Easily beats the throw.
So here's Diaz. Started the game off with a single through the right side. Walls has 13 stolen bases. Stolen base, a big part of Tampa Bay's game. They have 139 as a team, and that's best in the majors. You know, with the trade deadline coming up at 6 p.m. on Thursday, you wonder, will the Rays part with Diaz? A lot of teams would love to have him and his right-handed bat. Now, Thursday's a day game between the Yankees and the Rays, 1 o'clock start. And then we have a special pre-deadline show at 5 o'clock on the YES Network. So we'll have it all covered leading right into that final hour.
You see Diaz, normally DH playing first base, kind of flip-flop with Aranda. Aranda playing DH tonight, so just sort of a little bit of showcase that he can still play defense.
Yeah, he does not have the command tonight. Let's check out Coors Light beating the pressure. You can see what he's done, picking it up in the last 47 games. All of his numbers have gotten better, except for the RBIs, but the OPS much higher. See if they green light him. They do. Volpe gets the force, and that'll do it. No runs, no hits, no errors on 1 man left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Hey, it's time for Pinstripe Pride, brought to you by Toyota, the official hybrid vehicles of the Yankees. And tonight's picture is of Jake and Steve, who were here at the stadium yesterday to celebrate Jake's birthday. Happy birthday, Jake. Use the hashtag Toyota Pinstripe Pride. Mention yes to pictures you post to social media to reflect your love for the Bronx Bombers. We might spotlight you in a future game. Bottom of the second, starting with Jazz Chisholm Jr. against Joe Boyle. One and 0. One. Chisholm, Dominguez, and McMahon against Boyle. He was traded from the A's to the Rays, Boyle was, on December 14th. Boyle and minor leaguers Will Simpson and Jacob Waters, plus a competitive balance round draft pick for Jeffrey Springs and Jacob Lopez. And down goes Chisholm, one away.
Well, when you can throw the ball 100 miles an hour, you're going to get some swings and misses on sliders at 91 down off the plate, and he does in the dirt. Slider's been pretty good tonight so far.
Here's Dominguez. You know, the A's are a pretty sharp front office. Well, you wonder, how do you trade the guy that throws 100 miles an hour?
Well, his minor league numbers were really checkered with control issues.
Yeah. Yep.
He really had a bunch of walks in the minor league, so it took a while.
Skied left field. On the run is Morel into the corner, and it's a fair ball. And it bounces out into left field as Dominguez will stop at second with a double. Dominguez now 6 for his last 15.
Another look down the line.
Ooh, right on the line.
Yes. Chalk flying.
Well, that guy almost got it in the face. Had his hands out and went right through his hands. Oh, very close. There's Ryan McMahon. 3 games as a Yankee, and he's 4 for 9. He'll take that. Made some nice plays in the field as well, coming over from the Rockies. Hit the outside of the line, too.
Just like Wimbledon right there.
Threw him a slider on 2-0.
Seems to have better command of that pitch than just about anything so far.
Doesn't seem like the man liked that call at all. Still 2-2.
Sort of like hitters, right? With pitchers that are that tall, maybe it takes a while to work your mechanics out. I mean, he's 6'8", 250. I mean, he looks like a tight end in the NFL. He's not a beanpole. He's thick, strong.
Swing and a miss on the slider. 2 away.
It's his go-to pitch. He's throwing it for strikes, and he's throwing one just out of the zone to get swings and misses. You can see that spin, sort of like a gyro spin, as you see it out of his hand.
So here's Volpe, runner at second, 2 outs. Now, I saw a stat today that made me think, and I said I got to ask David. So through the games of June, Anthony Volpe hit 299 against 4-seam fastballs. In July, 0 for 29. What's going on?
The only thing you can think of is, he would know. Maybe is there something physical? We know Anthony's played a lot. Plays every day. He seems to do well with rest here and there. After the All-Star break, he got a little life in his body. The one thing I would point to is the Yankees' lack of a backup shortstop. Has forced him to play a lot. And I know he wants to. Sort of the old Cal Ripken theory, right? He played every day because he thought gave him the best chance to win, but would you have been better off with a little rest here and there? Quality over quantity.
And there's the 4-seamer. So now he's 0 for 30. He's hearing boos from the crowd more and more lately. Boyle strikes out 3 in the inning to go to the 3rd. Well, tonight's injury report brought to you by Montefiore Einstein, the official hospital of the New York Yankees. Luis Gil got a start today at AAA, 4 1/3 innings, 3 hits, a run, struck out 7, walked just 1, 75 pitches. He could make his Yankee season debut Sunday in Miami against the Marlins. So they built him up to 75, which means you probably could get him up to 85 in the start.
It's a good sign, good start.
Aranda leads off the 3rd. Swings at the first pitch and lofts it to right field. Going back, Bellinger on the track. See ya. A home run for Aranda, and it is 3-0 Tampa Bay.
Certainly a breakout season continues for Aranda. Be his 12th home run on the season. And there's the slider coming out of the hand, spins a little bit loose. Just stays on the plate enough for Aranda to reach out there and hook it. See him almost one-handed. Catch that pitch out in front, you can hook it. And in Yankee Stadium, that will go.
Caminero takes a strike.
Watch him go out and cut this off. He's trying to get to the outside corner and never got there because Aranda went out and hooked it out of here. Pulled fly balls in Yankee Stadium. Good formula. called reaching out and then hanging on with one hand, but you hit it out in front on the super shot, and that's the key. Probably the best hook swinger I've ever saw was Joe Carter. He could go out and take outside pitches and do just like that. Catch him out in front, get him in the air, and hook him out of here.
Swing and a miss. Caminero down on strikes.
You see there, right out of the hand, the four-seam spin on the curveball.
Morel kind of waves at that one. He struck out in the first inning. Oh, 2. And down goes Morel. Check out the stats with Lowe's on Max Fried. First 17 starts, 1.92. Last 5 he has struggled, 6.23. All of the numbers, the walk percentage is up. The strikeout percentage is down. Broken back ground ball to McMahon. And they get DeLuca for the final out. But the home run by Aranda gives Tampa Bay a 3-0 lead. A very exciting day here at Yes, where we received 30 New York Emmy nominations. They include all reaches of our New York Yankees coverage, from the game to the studio, and from those in the booth to those working behind the scenes. Our Brooklyn Nets broadcast team well represented as well, as our shows like Hexclad presents Bronx Buds and The Story of My Number presented by the New York Lottery. Yes, we are proud of our team, and congratulations to you, David. You got an Emmy nomination.
What's the Reggie Jackson line? It ain't bragging if it's true.
It is true, I guess. Yep. 30's a nice number. Oh, 2. And Meredith, congratulations to you.
And congratulations to you too, Michael.
Thank you.
And everyone in our truck. Dan Barr, our director, nominated as well. Congratulations.
And also with SummerSlam coming up at MetLife this weekend. You, Flaherty, O'Neill, all nominated. You should just slug it out to see who wins.
My money's on Flash.
I would pay to see that. You know what? Teamwork make the dream work, though. It takes a village. Without everyone behind the scenes, none of us would ever be nominated.
That's so beautiful, Gandhi.
You like that out of me?
Yes.
It's true. It takes a village.
The 3-2 to Wells. Way outside, so Wells works a walk. So 1 on, nobody out. Back to the top of the order. Trent Grisham, who walked in the first inning.
Boyle's got 38 pitches, 19 strikes, 19 balls. They've thrown just enough good sliders to miss some bats so far.
That one's ripped down the right field line. It is a foul ball. Wow. Wow.
Wall banger, just foul. Guy 6'8", 250, throwing 100 and wearing glasses. No, that's not good. A little bit wild.
Visions of Ryan Dorn.
Yeah, it's like it's not good for a hitter to look out there at that.
To consider how big he is, if he's standing next to Judge, he's taller than Judge, and Judge is enormous. Was towering over Luka Doncic yesterday. This guy's taller than Judge. And down goes Grisham. 4th strikeout for Boyle.
Born in O'Fallon, Missouri. Went to high school in Kentucky. Ended up at Notre Dame in college.
You ever been on the Notre Dame campus?
No.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
It really is.
that's a bucket list. Yeah. Touchdown, Jesus.
Absolutely.
I guarantee you there were some football coaches on the campus at Notre Dame looking at this guy.
See him going over the middle, catching passes, his tight end. 3-0 on Rice. Rice with a fly ball to center in the first inning. We're in the bottom of the 3rd. It's 3-0 Tampa Bay. And Goldschmidt's on deck. The Fighting Irish. 3-0. strike, and Rice tosses the bat away, so not making any friends with Chris Guccione.
It's one of those situations where we've seen a tight strike zone all night long, but on a 3-0 pitch, the count matters. That's what we used to call an automatic strike on 3-0 count, anywhere close. And did it get a bit? Maybe. Maybe not, but that hasn't been the strike zone, but that's classic count-driven call right there.
There's ball 4.
There's been all sorts of studies on the strike zone and umpires. Home crowd matters in all sports. The count in baseball matters. How consistent the pitcher is and the catcher matters.
Tell you what, the ABS system is going to be illuminating. I mean, I watched some of that Met game last night, and that home plate umpire had a tough time, and they didn't want to hear it.
Yes.
He missed a lot of calls. Kyle Snyder talking with Boyle. Let's just be quiet and enjoy the walk back. The lope. Proud strut. Kyle Snyder. Not in any hurry. Very sure of himself. Proud of his stuff. There we go.
He's been around the block. And he's a good one.
He's walked around it. Here's Goldschmidt. Jumps on the first pitch and fouls it back to the screen. He's throwing a splitter at 93 miles
Yes.
an hour.
Just a little bit inside.
Runner goes, steals third without a throw, so Wells picks up his 4th stolen base. Rice did not follow him, though. He stays put at first.
He did. You can see Wells has got it off and running. And Rice didn't pick up the read quick enough. Steals third standing up.
And Goldschmidt down on strikes. 2 outs.
So that's been his pitch. The savior for him. It's the 7th time Yankee hitters have swung and missed at that slider tonight so far.
So here's Cody Bellinger, 1st and 3rd, 2 outs. Check out the leaders brought to you by your local Tri-State Genesis retailers. OPS leaders in the American League outfielders. Judge first, Buxton, who just went on the IL 2nd. Cody Bellinger's 3rd, Trent Grisham is 6th. Driven out to right field and deep. Low back, turning, looking, see ya! A big 3-run home run for Bellinger, and the Yankees have tied the game. Chisholm steps out. 20th home run for Bellinger, and a big one.
Johnny on the spot, exactly what you needed. Somebody finally got a hold of one of those sliders as Boyle finally left one on the plate. Bellinger took advantage.
And a strike.
drilled.
One.
It's the thing about those hanging sliders. They allow the hitter to hit it out in front like that. Guy that throws 100 to sliders in the lower 90s, you're timing it, you go to get it, and you just speed up the bat, allowing him to loft it and pull it. Ty Wago. New life for Max Fried as well.
Now it's 61 RBIs and 20 home runs for Bellinger. Just missed. 3-2.
It's really Bellinger's approach at the plate that's been so impressive, Michael. We talked a lot about his two-strike approach, right? That's why his strikeout rate is so low. He really changes his style with 2 strikes, but early in the count, he looks to pull. He looks to go deep. It's a great combination.
Strike 3. Chisholm down looking. He did not like the call. Bellinger like this, though. Took a slider and drove it into the short porch. And when it lands, it's a 3-3 game. Seething over this strike 3 call.
Well, it's been a tight zone all night long, and then all of a sudden it's not a tight zone. I think that's when players really get frustrated. Where is the zone? And I really thought Guccione, the home plate umpire, showed a little restraint right here. You know, umpires have the ability to fine players for throwing helmets. You don't have to throw a player out of the game right away, but you can fine them for equipment violation of throwing your equipment down like that. And that pitch has been a ball tonight. We noted he's been a tight zone, even though that's within the buffer zone. So, you know, as the umpires are graded, that will grade out as a positive for Guccione. Talk about the buffer zone. It's more of an egg oval shape zone that they're graded on, although that's been tightened up as agreed upon by the umpires union. So certainly they are graded on every pitch in every game, and they know right after the game how they grade out. It's a little different than the publicly available material that we use.
Well, David mentioned the home run by Bellinger picks up Max Fried. Let's see if he finds his rhythm. Lowe, Caballero, and Fortes against the Yankee lefty. "60 pitches for Max. Still nobody out here in the fourth. Lowe struck out in the first inning. 2-2 count here in the fourth. Foul back.
Seven different pitches or variations of pitches that Max Fried throws and has thrown tonight. I mentioned before, there's so much nuance in his repertoire. A little bit of a cut, a four-seamer, a sinker, curveball, changeups, slider, sweeper.
One away.
Little sinker there, down and away. So takes him, it's hard to get all those pitches working from the first inning on. You can see there, that is the one-line sinker that we talk about. That's the grip that he uses. A one-seam type sinker. Mel Stoudemire is the first one that showed me that grip. And you can see it coming right into your living room. It just kind of dives at the last minute. It's all about seam orientation. The new little wrinkle there. You can see right there. There's the grip coming off. That's what we call a one-line sinker. And you can see that kind of different style of spin out of his hand. Mel Stoudemire was the best at those type of grips. Mel was a sinker ball master. Could really make the ball move and sink. He had all sorts of variations of grips that you could try, along with a little help too. A little scuff. He had a dirt ball. He'd reach down and get the rosin bag and get a little dirt on the ball and make it sink and dive. Mel and Whitey Ford had all the tricks of the trade on how to make a ball dance and move and sink.
Mel came up at the end of '64, actually pitched in the World Series 3 games. And he was a great pitcher, but he happened to pitch for the Yankees the majority of his career when they weren't good. If he had come up mid-50s, he might be in the Hall of Fame.
Absolutely. Very underrated.
Fly ball. Left field, Dominguez puts it away. So 2 down. Look up at the scoreboard in right center, and the Orioles have tied Toronto 2-2, bottom of the 6th inning. And Toronto lost the first game of that day-night doubleheader.
Just another reminder that it's a marathon. Baseball is not a sprint.
Fly ball, right side. Bellinger puts it away, and Fried comes back with a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by Northwell, proudly raising health for our military service members, veterans, and their families. By your local Tri-State Genesis retailers. Learn more at genesis.com. And by Bet365, whatever the moment, never ordinary at Bet365. Jason Dominguez leads off, swings and misses. 0-1 as we start in the bottom of the fourth inning. It's a 3-3 game. Dominguez with a double to left field in the second. .261, 9 homers and 36 runs batted in. Still 0-2. Yankees started the season 45-25, and since then they're 15-24. Only teams worse, and they're tied, San Francisco and Washington, 14-24. And also the Yankees have struggled against teams in their division, 11-19 against the American League East. And they're 46-30 against all others. And the thing you worry a little bit about is everybody's bunched together. So when the Yankees lost that last game in Toronto, they lost a tiebreaker with the Blue Jays. So however many they're back of the Blue Jays, add another one, because if they're tied, the tiebreaker gives the Blue Jays the win. And, you know, they've struggled against the Red Sox as well, who are breathing right down their neck. So you've got to start winning games within your division.
But the balanced schedule has really helped the Yankees out this year. Remember a few years back, the unbalanced schedule, you played more teams within your division.
And a base hit for Dominguez.
The old hit them where they ain't. And on a super shot, if you're going to hit a ground ball, you hope it has eyes. And this one does. Take it and run.
Speaking of running, he has 15 stolen bases. McMahon takes low, 1-0. Mason Montgomery heating up. Runner goes. Stolen base, number 16.
Well, Boyle can be had, kind of slow and big, long delivery, and Dominguez's wheels is easily going to make it. That was just a good match. Had to be taken advantage of, and it was. Stay on the bag.
One.
Kind of see Walls creeping in behind Dominguez as second with nobody out. Third base can be had too here. Mainly because Boyle has a slow delivery to home plate, big leg kick. Walls is going to try to keep him honest. Dominguez has only been caught twice with those 16 stolen bases.
High fly ball left field. Morel back. Tagging Dominguez. Catch is made on the track. Dominguez will go to third and make it. Overslid the bag, but Caminero did not notice it. So he's able to get back.
Well, good job, good base running. Taking advantage of the fly ball to left, and yes, he's way off the bag. Very fortunate.
Well, the infield comes in for Volpe with a runner on third and one man out. 3-3 game. Drops a slider in there. That's how far off he was. That one is looped into center field. It's going to be in there for a base hit. Scoring is Dominguez. Volpe picks up an RBI single and the Yankees lead 4-3.
Nice job by Volpe here, staying on the slider. Good plate coverage. Goes out and gets it off the end of the bat, gets it elevated, finds the outfield grass. Gives the Yankees the lead. Well done. You can see that plate coverage. That ball's off the plate. Good reach, good coverage. Using all of the bat. Yes. Hit him off the end. You can see that bat vibrate.
Two and one.
Volpe's got to take advantage here of Boyle. He's got to run. While Boyle's still in the game, he got one out. 2-1 count.
Volpe with 11 stolen bases. And that's knocked down, and it goes behind Caballero, and everybody will reach. We'll see how they score it.
Not sure what Caballero was doing, whether he got caught in between. Thought he was going to catch it in the air, just never got the glove there. It's got to be an error.
Well, whatever it is, it knocks out Boyle, as Cash will take the ball, and it is an error on Caballero. Coming in, Montgomery. T-Mobile coverage camp. And it's Masanori Murakami, the first Japanese-born player to ever play in the majors. He threw out the first pitch today.
Just a legend. In great shape. Great pitch.
He's 81 years old. Can you imagine the pressure he felt being the first guy.
Incredible. He was really good, too.
Look at the numbers in Japan. Played with the Giants at 64 and 65. So Mason Montgomery, the left-hander, deals outside to Trent Grisham. First and second, one man out. Well, as you can see, this guy throws hard. Runners go. The throw to third. It goes into left field. Volpe will get up, and he will score. Wells stays at second, and the Yankees now lead 5-3.
How about the Yankees getting this inning going with their legs? First Dominguez stealing second, tagging up, and now Volpe going to steal third, force the error. Clutch single. Manufactures a run with his legs.
So 1-1 on Grisham. Double steal and an E2 allowing the run to score. Two and one. Up the third baseline, but stays foul. Now we talk about velocity, right? So Montgomery's average fastball velocity is 98.7. But batters are hitting 314 and slugging 486 against it. Not how hard you throw, it's where you put it.
And what kind of life the pitch has as well. No two 98 fastballs are the same. Some of them have more riding action. Some of them kind of flatten out.
First base, backhanded by Diaz, flips to Montgomery for out number two. Moving to third is Wells.
There's so many things that go into the success of a fastball. Where you release it from, what kind of spin and life it has on it, along with velocity. And then, of course, location.
Rice 0 for 1 with a walk. He scored on the Bellinger 3-run home run. That was a slider. One and one. So Rays pitchers were polled about pitches that they would steal from a teammate if they could. And Montgomery's fastball was in a first place tie with Edwin Uceda's changeup. But Uceda said, I want Monty's Ciento ball, which is a 100-mile-an-hour fastball.
It's pretty good extension on it, too. The top 10 percentile, reaching out there and releasing it closer to home plate. Around 7 feet.
And Rice works a walk against the left-hander. And now Goldschmidt will get a chance to hit against the lefty, but first, Kyle Snyder goes out to the mound. Well, the Yankees have scored 2 in this inning, and they have runners on first and third and 2 outs. Wonder how tough it is for Fortes. We've never caught the staff before, never had a chance to work with them. Just came over in a deal with the Marlins.
Yeah, I think that's where the pitch comm device can really help. Pitchers can go ahead and take charge and call your own pitches. It could get really frustrating pre-pitch comm days where you couldn't get the right fingers down. Some pitchers would really struggle with that. I struggled with Posada with that when he first caught me, mainly because my skills were diminishing. My stuff wasn't as good, but couldn't get the right fingers down the pitches I wanted to throw. It's more my problem, my insecurity at that point in my career than Jorge. But we certainly had trouble.
One 1-0 on Goldschmidt, who was 0 for 2 against Boyle. Yankees up 5-3. They were down 3-0 going into the bottom of the third. Two straight fastballs to Goldschmidt. Line drive, it's a base hit to left. Different hitter against lefties. RBI single, scoring as Wells. Yankees up 6-3.
We can see the slider grip, the spin. Goldschmidt's all over it. It's up and out over the plate. Goldschmidt drills it.
And Bellinger changed the tenor of the game with that 3-run home run.
And on the super shot, slider at thigh high, gets hammered.
Two 2-0 on Cody. First and second, 2 outs. Almost hit him. 3-0. Check out the Optimum Don't Take Slow for an answer replay. Nothing slow about that.
Got the Yankees right back in it.
Ball 4 to load the bases. And that brings up Jazz Chisholm Jr. Ninth batter to come to the plate in the inning for the Yanks. Ian Seymour getting ready. Two. Jazz has struck out twice tonight. One, two.
Try to fight his way back into this count.
And Chisholm tips it into the glove of Fortes, and that'll do it. But the Yankees score 3 runs, and it started with a legs hit, single, stolen base, going to third on a tag up, and then scoring on a single. It started it, and Volpe is the one who drove him home. Well, the Yankees have picked up Max Fried. Audi scoreboard. Yankees lead 6-3 as we go to the 5th inning. Walls leads off against the Yankee left-hander. First pitch up and inside, 1-0. Walls reached on a fielder's choice, a ground ball to Volpe. That was in the second. Two and 0. At the beginning of the year, Fried seemed like he had unerring control on all of the wide variety of pitches that he commands, and that unerring control has not been there the last couple of starts.
Just not sure if that's related to workload or the blister he had on his finger.
Three and one.
It is a lot to negotiate. 7 different pitches and variations of those grips.
Guy down the right field line. Bellinger gives it a look. Went in the stands and then out. So the count full. Yankees 6 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error. And the Rays 3-3-2. And the payoff. He's got a piece to stay alive. Fly ball center field. Grisham. 1 down. 7-0 row retired after the Aranda home run.
To your point, Michael, it seems like Max Fried has kind of simplified over the last couple of innings with just kind of cutter curveball, as opposed to trying to mix in all those 7 pitches. Sometimes that's the adjustment you make. Find 1 or 2 that work and kind of feature those.
Diaz takes low, 1-0. Boy, those 2 guys both injured. That's a lot of star wattage sitting on the bench, unable to play.
And Michael, the Yankees are still really optimistic that when the 10 days are up for Aaron Judge, he is going to be back and in that lineup as the DH. He was actually underground in the cages today, taking some swings. Did not have a chance to talk to him after that. Talked to James Rowson about it and said, you're going to have to talk to Aaron to see how that went. But it seemed as though he was moving around pretty good. And like I said, they're super optimistic that he's going to be back within the 2 weeks.
Quite a lot to absorb. That's a big loss. Guy heading to an MVP. Take him out of the lineup for 10 days. That's a big deal.
See him in there sharing bubble gum, big league chew, just like kids.
Diaz strikes out on the curveball.
It's been his best pitch tonight. It's been this curveball.
6 Yankee strikeout brought to you by Audi and the 2025 Audi Q6. Visit your local Tri-State Audi dealer today.
He's got swings and misses on all his pitches tonight, but the curveball especially, he's got 5 on that one. That's been his most effective.
Aranda has scored 2 runs today. Reached on a fielder's choice, scored in the 1st inning on the DeLuca triple. Then he had a home run in the 3rd. Couldn't hold up. 0-2. 26 pitches in the first, 20 in the second, and then he's become much more economical as he keeps retiring ray after ray. Going for another 1-2-3 inning, and gets it. 7 strikeouts. He's retired 9 in a row. We're halfway through. Yankees up 6-3. Brought to you by Prevagen, made for your brain. 16-14, 3.90 ERA, 672 games. So, obviously a relief pitcher with the Yankees from 2000 to 2003. Then Diamondbacks, Rays, Marlins, Dodgers, and finished with the Cardinals.
That's a long career. He pitched in the right era, right? That was the era of the loogie. Lefty, you know, one out reliever, the lefty, kind of like Tony Fossa style. Nowadays, you got to face 3. So the death of the loogie reliever.
Ian Seymour comes on, and Dominguez fouls it off. You know, very quietly, Dominguez has been better against lefties. He has the average over 200. Now, he was in the low 100, so you say, well, what's the big deal? He's at 209 right now. It's been a high climb. And coming into today, 278 against righties. Dominguez, McMahon, and Volpe. And down goes Dominguez. One away here in the 5th.
Change up down and away. You see the circle grip. Fading away.
Isn't that even looking at the plate?
That's it. It's called bowing your neck. Bow your neck.
Made his major league debut June 9th. Threw 2 innings and had a win in extras at Fenway. And he's from Massachusetts, so that's where he grew up going to games. A lot of family and friends in the stands. 26 years old. Kind of an odd way to take the sign. Looks like he's getting into a sprinter's position. Two and two.
If I was a left-handed reliever, I would come up with the herkiest, jerkiest style I could. You know, just different arm angles. Try to manufacture some deception.
High fly ball, deep left center. DeLuca back on the track at the wall. He makes the play. Smoothly, calmly went back and hauled it in.
Ball was hit to the heart of Death Valley. And by that much, just a couple of more feet from being gone. That's gone in Colorado, I think. Leaping grab at the top.
Volpe takes a strike.
A well-placed Morgan and Morgan sign.
There's nothing to litigate about that catch. 0-2 on Volpe. Move to a kiss. People talk about, right field, they give up porch home runs. That ball right there off the bat of McMahon is a home run in 24 ballparks.
Yes. Everybody talks about the porch at Yankee Stadium.
Give it and take it.
Yes, it does.
You've always told me this ballpark plays right in the middle.
Well, it neutral run scoring environment. It does yield home runs. Obviously, the short porch and right and fly balls that are pulled here. It is a good home run hitter's park, but what we just saw, the Death Valley part, it does take away too. So overall, for the last several years, Yankee Stadium is graded out in terms of run scoring environment is kind of average-ish compared to all the other parks.
Grounded to Walls. And the Yankees go down in order against Seymour with the help of DeLuca in center. majors, some of the big starters out there that are in some rumored deals. Joe Ryan, Dylan Cease, Merrill Kelly, Mitch Keller, Sandy Alcantara. Who's going to move? Who's going to stay? Caminero takes a strike as we start the 6th inning. Yankees up 6-3. Bottom of the 8th inning in Baltimore, and the Blue Jays and the Orioles are tied at 2. The Blue Jays lost the first game of that doubleheader. One and one. David, you know what happened on this day in 1995?
No.
Made your New York Yankee debut at Minnesota.
That was this day. Wow.
8 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, 9 strikeouts, 4-2 victory. Line drive right at Chisholm.
Absolutely. One of the happiest days of my life. I was hoping. Wanted to come back to New York.
You haven't aged a day in 30 years. Look at you.
See how high number 36 is riding on my back? That was Billy Connors' old uniform. They didn't have time to make me up my own uni. I was wearing Billy Connors' uniform that night.
And for those that don't remember, Billy Connors was a big man.
He was. It took me about 3 or 4 weeks before Nick Priori got me a jersey that was actually mine.
I mean, you got to the Metrodome right before the game, right?
I did.
Yeah.
Did a press conference right away.
I know, and Buck was stunned.
I'm not sure Buck Showalter ever met anybody like me before, Michael.
He was glad you were there. 1-2. Fried going for his 12th win of the year. He has 4 losses. Still 1-2. Looks like the blister so far is held up. He does keep drying off his hand, though.
And he's calling his pitches. He's got the pitch comm on his belt. Pitch comm device.
It's pinky bleeding again. That's what happened in his last start. That's why he's rubbing it against pants after, hitting the pitch count. And that was not the initial problem.
No.
Deep to left field. Hooking foul into the second deck. He gave that a ride. Well, Adley Rushman just doubled in the bottom of the 8th and scoring Gunnar Henderson, so the Orioles now lead the Blue Jays 3-2. That's the bottom of the 8th. Swing and a miss. 2 away.
This is what Max Fried can do when he wants to. He can reach back and throw it 97 miles an hour and right on by when he needs it. So there's a lot of cutters nowadays in the mid-90s, 93. But when he wants to reach back, he's got it. And that was 97.
There's Johnny DeLuca. DeLuca, the 2-run triple in the first inning. So 3 runs, but it's one of them earned. That was a home run by Aranda in the 3rd. 2-0. 95 pitches for the Yankee lefty.
So much preparation nowadays for these pitchers. Scouting reports, information. That day in Minnesota, I showed up and said, I'm going to figure out what I'm going to throw when I'm out there.
Who caught you that day?
Mike Stanley. How are we going to pitch these guys? I'll let you know when I get out there. Let me warm up first. I'm a firm believer in pitching to your strengths. Sometimes if you worry too much about the hitter's weaknesses, it made you defensive.
Broken bat, slow roller. McMahon charges, fields, fires, got him. Fried has retired 12 in a row. We go to the bottom of the sixth. Well, they already lost the first game, the Blue Jays did, so the Yankees won from 5.5 to 5. But if that score holds up and this score holds up, the Yankees would have gained a game and a half on one day, and they could close it to 4. And again, it's only a 1-run lead that the Orioles have. Mason Englert will come on for Tampa Bay. Montefiore Einstein scoreboard. Yankees lead 6-3. And Austin Wells will lead off. It'll be 9-1-2 for the Yanks. Wells, Grisham, and Rice. Fly ball left field. On the run is Morel toward the line. Makes the play. Well, come out to Yankee Stadium tomorrow. That's Wednesday, July 30th, when the Yankees take on the Rays in an important divisional matchup. It's Yankees Cowboy Hat Night, and the first 18,000 guests 21 and older receive a Yankees Cowboy Hat courtesy of Budweiser. Tickets are going fast, so get yours today at Yankees.com.
They don't play Cotton Eye Joe here anymore, right?
No.
Used to be a fixture, right? 7th inning, Cotton Eye Joe in the Bronx. People loved it. Never understood that.
Why they loved it?
Yeah.
Well, did you hear what happened with O'Neill? He made a comment that he's glad they don't play it anymore. Well, the guy who played Cotton Eye Joe works in the school.
Yes.
And he came in and
I know.
Right at O'Neill.
He was, yeah, the original Cotton Eye Joe. Yeah, I came to learn that, people from the Bronx, they like, that southern accent. Bobby Mercer.
Yep. Mickey.
So, yeah, I came to understand later.
Swing and a miss. Grisham down on strikes.
Grip right there, the change-up grip, and that's the spin you want. You want the leather part on the top and the seams going sideways like that. That's what gives you that seam shifted wake effect. The seam orientation makes it move.
tapped in front of the plate. And the Yankees go down in order, 1-2-3 against Engler. 6 in the books here in the Bronx. 6-3 Yanks. Home and experience a fully electric Audi vehicle at your local Tri-State Audi dealer today.
Well, Max Fried has really got it working after the Aranda home run. Just spot on with everything. Curveball's really been good tonight. Kind of went to it a little bit more. Back out here in the top of the 7th.
With 97 pitches. And a strike.
We showed him walking in the dugout after the last inning, looking at Aaron Boone saying, "I'm okay." Aaron Boone asked him. 12 consecutive batters. Max Fried is set down.
Oh, 0-2. Check out the Yankee bullpen budget brought to you by Citizens. Make sense of your money with Citizens. They used a lot of pitchers yesterday. Luke Weaver probably not available. Same thing with Tim Hill. I think everybody else has a shot. Swing and a miss. Low down on strikes. 9th strikeout for Max Fried.
Yeah, just worked him over right here after that big slow curveball, that one-line sinker down and in, diving. Well thrown. There's the grip. The Mel Stoudemire sinker, down and in.
So here's Jose Caballero. Max at 100 pitches. He's been so efficient since that 2nd inning. Has retired 13 straight. Curveball misses. Mouthing something to the Yankee dugout. Not quite sure what he said. One and one. Gary De Los Santos. Fried, his third 9-strikeout game this year. He had an 11 strikeout game and a 9 strikeout game. 1-2. Caballero not thrilled with the call. And the pitch. Tried to go backdoor, missed.
It's such a big breaking curveball that even umpires can get fooled sometimes. And this one's just off. The other one that it was called a strike was just down. There's just a lot of break on that curveball when he throws it. Tightly wound, good spin.
Up the middle. Chisholm. Two-way. You surprised they're letting him go this long?
It looks like he's driving the bus. You know, Aaron Boone is kind of trusting Max Fried to let him know. And I've got no problem with this. 105 pitches, rolling. 14 in a row. His curveball still breaking sharply.
Cortez, his first game with the Rays, he's 0 for 2. Popped a short, flies out to center. Two and 0. Now Loaizaga has replaced De Los Santos.
It's probably his last hitter one way or another.
Three and 0. .108 pitches. That's his season high in pitches per game. And he walked him. 14 straight retired before he walks Cortez, and out comes Boone. Hasn't signaled yet.
Max Fried trying to lobby. I'm okay. I got this. Okay, let's go. Love that. So does the crowd. Major League Baseball has talked a lot about the importance of a starting pitcher, trying to bring that back. You can just see by the reaction of the crowd about the narrative of the starting pitcher battling through. An important part of baseball that's kind of been missing over the last 10 or 15 years.
So here is Taylor Walls. 0 for 2 tonight. 5 straight out of the strike zone by Fried. So 110 pitches, is that a lot? It's his career high. He did it September 16th of 2022 when he was with the Braves. So he's never thrown this next pitch in the big leagues. Line into right center field. It is a base hit. It splits the outfielders and it goes to the wall. Cortez is rounding third. They're going to wave him home. And the throw is cut off. It's a double by Walls. It's an RBI. And now the Yankee lead is 6-4.
And he gave him the chance.
Well, Fried wanted that final out here in the 7th. Throwing a career high 111 pitches to get it. And as David said, Boone wanted him to get it, but now he's going to go to the bullpen. He's going to get a nice hand. That's all right there for the Yankees. They could pick up a game and a half. They win this game. But the tying runs at the plate. Loaizaga in to face Diaz. Two straight appearances without allowing an earned run. But that ERA looks strange next to his name. Ground ball right at Goldschmidt. He'll take it first, and that'll do it here in the 7th. 1 run, 1 hit, and 1 man left. At the end of 6.5 innings of play, Yankees lead the Rays 6-4. It's time for the 7th inning stretch, but we'll stay right here as they honor America in the Bronx.
Ladies and gentlemen, you rise and remove your caps. And please, direct your attention to the area behind home plate as the New York Yankees welcome an honored military guest. United States Navy Lieutenant Commander Nick Skirbo of Annapolis, Maryland, who served in Operation Enduring Freedom. The Yankees say thank you, Nick, for your sacrifice and for your service to our nation. And now, please join us in singing along with Robert Merrill's rendition of God Bless America.
Thank you, Bob and Jack. 6-5-1 for the Yankees, 4-4-2 for Tampa Bay. Boyle, 1 out into the 4th. Fried, 2 outs into the 7th. Big 3-run home run by Bellinger. That tied the game at 3. Aranda scored 2 runs, and he had his 12th home run. So Brian Baker will come on. Bottom of the 7th inning, Ford scoreboard. Yankees lead 6-4. Bob has told you that the Orioles have swept the Blue Jays. Goldschmidt leads off. Fouled away. Baker was traded from Baltimore to Tampa Bay. That was on the 10th of this month for a competitive balance round draft pick, number 37, which the Orioles used to take a high school outfielder, Slater DeBrun. So they added to their bullpen, and you wonder, will they subtract from it as the trade deadline approaches on Thursday? One and two. Baker gives up home runs, 1.88 home runs per 9 innings. That's the 3rd highest among AL relievers with 30 or more innings. The only ones higher, Chad Green, who was released today, and Jeff Hoffman. Strike 3. Goldschmidt down looking. Yankees return to Prime tomorrow to take on the Rays. Don't miss a minute of Yankees coverage. Beginning at 6:30, it's only on Prime. Here's Bellinger, 1 for 2 with a walk. 3-run home run in the 3rd. One and 0. We'll see Zach Littell against Will Warren. Again, it all begins at 6:30 on Prime. And then the post-game show on Yes, following the final pitch. Oh, what a play by Diaz. Took a base hit away from Bellinger.
A little smile from Diaz, not known for the leather, but that's a dandy right there. That was smoked by Belly. 102 off the bat. Well done. Robbery.
Josh Chisholm struck out 3 times tonight. 0-1. Support America's military and first responder heroes. Donate $11 a month to the Tunnel to Towers Foundation at t2t.org. And 2. Grabbed there by Baker. And the right-hander retires the Yankees in order 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 7th. We move to the 8th. Yankees hold a 2-run lead. Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by Toyota, the official hybrid vehicles of the Yankees, and by Delta, the official airline of the New York Yankees. Delta, keep climbing. We go to the 8th inning. Hyundai scoreboard. Yankees lead 6-4. Yankees with 5 hits. Tampa Bay with 4. Aranda will lead off. Line into right field. Coming on is Bellinger. He'll play it on a hop. So a leadoff single.
First pitch sinker. Middle away. Aranda's shown that he can go out and have some plate coverage. It's a big night here tonight to go along with a really good year.
And here's the dangerous Caminero as the tying run. Pitch outside. Caminero's 0 for 3, has 27 homers. Two 2-0. Years old. He's in his 3rd big league season. Homered for the 6th time in 15 games last night. And his 27 home runs on the season, 3rd most in the American League. Cal Raleigh with 41, Judge with 37, Caminero 10 behind. A base hit to right field. Aranda advances to second. First and second, nobody out.
See that two-seamer from Jonathan Loaizaga again, middle. His sinker doesn't sink. It stays on plane. And those are the ones that usually get hit hard. Super shot. Caminero kind of fought that off a little bit, but he's so strong with a lot of bat speed.
Here is Christopher Morel. On one hop, Volpe makes a nice play and turns it into 2. 6-4-3 as Aranda moves to third.
Notice the quality of this pitch so much better. The sinker in this time, gets it in good location, pays off. Little humpback one hopper, tailor-made for a double play. Plenty of time for Jazz.
Pinch hitter for DeLuca is Chandler Simpson. Runner at third base, 2 outs. Great speed, so you have to watch out for the bunt. .99 miles an hour by Loaizaga. One and one. Aranda at third. 2 men out. We're in the 8th. Yankees lead 6-4. Second game of this 4-game set. Popped up. Long run from McMahon in foul territory. Makes the play for the final out. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 man left on base. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Played for a lot of teams, played for a long time. You have any idea?
Yeah,
Okay.
kind of looks like me, I think, right?
A little bit. Randy Choate.
We used to joke about that a little bit. Randy Choate, he was good. Side armor, slinging it in there. Carved out a nice long career, like 15 years or so.
Yeah.
Left-handed reliever.
Kevin Kelly comes on for Tampa Bay. And Dominguez fouls off the first pitch. Simpson in center field. He pinch hit for DeLuca. 2 appearances in the postseason when the Yankees won in 2000. Traded to the Expos for Javier Vasquez. And had good numbers for the Rays. Nice play there by Caballero to retire Dominguez.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Randy, good teammate. Funny, dry sense of humor.
So the lowest opponent slugging against left-handers since 1961. Sandy Koufax was number 2. Mariano was first. Randy Choate was third.
That's how you last 15 years. Right there, you get lefties out.
Devin Williams warming for the Yankees to pitch the 9th. Ryan McMahon takes a strike. He's 0 for 3. He's had a hit in all 3 of his Yankee games.
Hit a blast to left center that missed a home run by about 2 feet.
And that's tipped into the glove of Fortes, 2 away. Check out the upcoming schedule brought to you by your local Tri-State Buick dealer. So tomorrow, 7:05 start. The game's on Prime. Our coverage starts at 6:30. Then back to Yes Thursday, 1:05. Right before the trade deadline. Then the Yankees head out on a 6-game road trip. Marlins much improved. Texas fighting for a wild card. Anthony Volpe takes outside. 1-0.
Texas is not a team you want to face in a short series with DeGrom and Nathan Eovaldi and Jack Leiter. 1, 2, 3. That's not a fun matchup.
That's why they're just trying to get in. You know, you get them in a best of 3 wild card. They've got 3 pretty good stories. And a strike, 2-1. Volpe had a big hit. Dunked an RBI single into center in the 4th. He's 1 for 3. That was his 56 run batted in of the season. Tied with his teammate, Austin Wells, also with 56. Strike 2 as Volpe was walking toward first, thinking it was a walk.
Catcher kind of setting up in, had to reach down and away. Got the call. Right on the edge.
High fly ball, center field and deep. Simpson back on the track at the wall. See ya! A home run into the Yankee bullpen. His 15th of the year, and the Yankees are up by 3. ...452 feet.
Ball was absolutely hammered. And the ball's carrying. It's hot. The wind's blowing out a little bit.
Wells hits one deep to center field. Simpson back. He's on the track. He has room and makes the play. But the crowd's still buzzing about that Volpe blast. He just crushed this pitch. Looked like it was headed to Monument Park and took a slight right-hand turn and ended up in the Yankee bullpen. His 15th home run of the year, his 2nd RBI of the night, up against the Toyota sign. We go to the 9th inning. Devin Williams will try to close it out. Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by Nissan. At Nissan, we make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today. By Untuckit, find the perfect fit today at untuckit.com or more than 80 stores worldwide. And by Optimum Fiber. Get Optimum, the fastest fiber internet. Don't take slow for an answer. Devin Williams on to try to close it out, and he starts off low with a pitch low, 1-0. Devin Williams nails this down. The Yankees gain a game and a half on the Blue Jays, who got swept in a doubleheader by the Orioles today. They'll take their deficit to 4. The 2-0. Foul right back, 2-1.
That's about as good as Anthony Volpe can hit a baseball right there. We just saw.
High fly ball down the right field line. Foul ball. Well, for kicks and giggles, and it's only the 3rd year of his career, the longest home run of his career was 421 feet. And he just bested that by 31 feet, 452.
Almost 110 miles an hour off the bat and banging up the Toyota sign over the Yankee bullpen.
And there's a base hit to right center field. Bellinger can't get there. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. Low round second. And he is going to go to 3rd. So leadoff triple for Josh Lowe.
Split the gap. Once it does, then you know that's how you get a triple right here. It gets by and then it sticks on the wall right there. And make the decision right there. Yep, I'm going. Stand up triple.
Caballero almost got hit. Jumped out of the way, 1-0. So the low triple follows 3 strikeouts. Caballero's 0 for 2 with a walk.
Lowe might be the happiest guy in the game to see Max Fried out, because Max Fried worked him over.
Good change, 2-1. Yankees up 7-4. Way outside, 3-1. Fastball swings through. An announced crowd of 35,660 on a steamy Tuesday evening in New York City. And here's the payoff. Fouled away. Wants a new baseball. Tristan Gray comes out on deck. He's going to pinch hit for Fortes. And he walked him. So now that brings up the tying run. Well, fans, after the final out, get highlights, analysis, clubhouse interviews, and we'll hear from Aaron Boone on the manager's report. That's all coming up on the WB Mason Yankees postgame. So Tristan Gray just acquired 1 for 5 with the Tampa Bay Rays. Lowe's at third. Caballero is at first. One and 0. Goldschmidt holds Caballero at first. Nobody out in the ninth. Some nervous silence here in the ballpark. Two and 0. Now the sound of restlessness.
It's really about fastball command. We saw that early in the year with Devin Williams. It's on 14 pitches, 8 balls and 6 strikes, and hasn't been able to get his fastball in a good spot.
Good change. Rays have Garrett Clevenger in the bullpen just in case. Another good change, 2-2. So he's got the feel for the change. Fastball not so much.
See, coming right into your living room. That's what it looks like. The air bender. Tight rotation, tight spin on that pitch.
Tap slowly. McMahon goes to second, gets the force there. Run will score. So it's an RBI for Gray. It's 7-5 Yankees. And they still have the tying run coming up to the plate.
The sure-handed McMahon, you'll see here on the transfer. Had a little trouble getting rid of a little jump pass over to Jazz Chisholm. Good job, Jazz, staying on the bag right there. You got to be sure. You need outs here in the ninth.
So here's Taylor Walls. 1 for 3 tonight. RBI double his last time up. The dangerous Yandy Diaz is on deck.
Guccione's really been tight, especially at the top of the zone. The pitches he's called with any margin at all have all been below the zone. Anything at the top of the line there has not been called all night long. And that one clearly in the box.
Squibbed again. There's one. That's all they'll get. So 2 away here in the ninth. Diaz 1 for 4. Goldschmidt is going to play behind Walls. So Walls could take off, and likely will. There he goes. Strike. Walls takes second on defensive indifference. Three-run home run by that man. Long home run by that man. Yankees lead 7-5. Grounded. Volpe. Sets. Fires. And it's dropped. Goldschmidt dropped the throw. And the Rays are alive. A low throw by Volpe could not come up with the scoop. And that'll be another error. Second error for Anthony Volpe.
And Goldschmidt's been so good at these all year long. You can see there, gets his legs under him. And just a little short hop. Coming at you in the super shot. You get a good look at it here. Just a play you see Goldschmidt make a lot. Of course, Volpe wants to get it there in the air as well. The air will go to the shortstop.
Now here's Aranda. 2 for 4. Mangum pinch runs at first. He takes off. A strike, no throw, and now the tying run is at second base.
It's a good scouting report. As the Rays know this, we've talked about their running game all series long, really all year long. The best base running teams. See Anthony Volpe, 15th error of the season. Devin Williams slow to home plate, can be taken advantage of.
And the Rays are down to their final strike. Aranda did not like that strike. Most of the crowd standing, looking for the third out. One and two. Nail biting time here in the Bronx. Will the Yankees be able to hold on? And a timeout.
This is certainly not the part of the lineup that the Yankees wanted to see in the ninth inning. Certainly don't want to see Caminero next.
And Fairbanks up. Crowd holding its breath. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Exhale. Yankees win 7-5. And they gain a game and a half in the American League East standings as the Blue Jays were swept and the Yankees have closed to within 4.
Max Fried coming up big, playing the stopper once again. Yankees bust out with some extra base hits. Scoring 7 runs. Devin Williams finishes with a fastball at the end.
He had to work, but he got it done. The comeback started with Bellinger's 3-run home run, and the Yankees end up winning 7-5.